Luke here again with the Three Blind Marksman. I was going to do a video today testing the strength of my slingshot, firing at some harder targets and seeing what penetration we could get, but unfortunately the band broke while I was doing some practice shots, so I wasn't able to make that video, but I figured I'd turn annoyance into opportunity, and so we're going to do a real quick shot today on how to do field repairs on your slingshot if it happens to break while you're out. Now, a field repaired slingshot band is not an ideal one. It's going to be shorter than you originally wanted it, and it's going to be put on a little bit looser. It's not something that you want to just, okay, you field repair it and keep it that way for days or weeks to come. But it'll make it last till you get home. So if there's a good hunting opportunity, or if you're in a survival situation, or anything where you need it to last you a little bit longer, then it'll work for you. So, that said, I've already done a little bit of prep work on it, so I have removed the excess pieces of band that were still on there after it broke, cut those, pulled those off, and I have made sure to line up and evenly cut both of these so that both of your band sides are even, because rarely do they both break at the same place at the same time, so you've got to even those out. After that, you want to find a water source, as you can see I have, or if you're in a situation where you've got plenty of drinking water, you can use some of your drinking water for that. What you want to do is wet the inside of both sides of this band, assuming you're using a tube band. If you're working with a homemade slingshot, you may have made your own band, and it won't be a tube, in which case field repairs would be slightly different. But a store-bought one is going to come with a rubber tube, hollow inside, and you want to put, don't fill it with water, but you want to put water in there so it'll help create a vacuum when you put it on there. So, I'm going to go ahead and wet this thing in the pool. Squeeze a little air out of there, make sure you got it nice and wet inside. Then you can go ahead and slide your even sides back on, and you want to make sure they go on over the bend. Like so. Now once you've got your bands securely on, the next thing that you actually want to do is to let this sit out 20 to 30 minutes or so to make sure it is dried, and that will create your vacuum seal to hold it on there. Now it's going to be much shorter than it was before, and there's going to be a much greater chance that when you pull back, one of these is going to pop off. And so you do want to be careful that you don't pop yourself in the eye or anything. At this point, it's no longer a recreational slingshot. This is an emergency or a careful use slingshot at this point. This is much more what you'd want to do in a survival situation. But it is good to know how to do it and to be ready to do it if you absolutely need to. So once again, this is Luke with the Three Blind Marksman, and we will see you in the woods.